Welcome to another edition of Healthcare Rescue Pilot, Healthy Tips and Health Insurance. So is it a surprise to you that half of drinkers who think they're fit to drive are wrong? It's based on a couple of studies. If you think you're fine to drive after drinking, there's a good chance you're wrong. A new research study shows. Wow, what a shocker. Okay, so I'm just presenting objective facts here, and I'm trying not to make jokes when I deliver data that has been hard-won through research and a lot of people participating, okay? The study found that despite being over legal drinking limit, half of the participants believe they were safe to drive. I don't think I've been around many people. Well, recently there's been a little bit of a change in that, I believe. People are more careful, but typically people that are drinking too much on a regular basis, they believe they're safe to drive. And so I know there's a lot of people driving their cars that should not be driving. We know that's true, and there's still lots of people hurt or killed because of drunk driving. Well, this study included 90 volunteers, average age of 24, prime drinking age in Germany, also a drinking state if I'm not mistaken. They drank either wine or beer until they reached a maximum breath alcohol concentration, called BRAC, of 0.11%. They did this on 2 separate days. Now in Germany, the legal driving limit is a BRAC or BRAC of 0.05%. The proportion of participants who said they had reached that legal limit when they had already surpassed it was 39%. So 40% of the people that participated had already gone past the limit. And at some point past the limit, they said, I think I'm past the limit. And it was 53% on the second day, according to the Study Harm Reduction Journal in December. In countries with legal alcohol limits, it's usually the driver who makes a judgment about how much they've drunk and how fit they are to drive. Isn't that the case? Now, there's plenty of commercials, and these days I think good friends would take the keys, right? But at present, if you're driving home and you've been drinking, you're the one making that assessment. Of course, if an officer pulls you over, then he's going to help you with that assessment. That may not be pleasant. We're not always good at making this judgment, you can imagine. It suggests, this study, that a significant number of people might misjudge how drunk they are and consider themselves fit to drive, when in fact they have potentially dangerous high levels of alcohol in their blood. No surprise again. And just FYI, the United States BRAC is 0.08%. Unless you're a commercial driver, and I think it's 0.05%. Really, the best advice is that if you're drinking, just don't drive. And if you're driving, just don't drink, okay? Get someone else to drive you there anyway if you think there's any possibility. But if you really do feel like you want to have a drink, then look into your own alcohol tolerance. This differs from one person to the next, depending on age, sex, weight, and other factors. And there are some reliable apps out there that can help guide you, which might be a great idea. So I just looked at a couple of apps that you might look into if you want some help with this. I do have friends or acquaintances I know that do have a breathalyzer that they keep with them just to double check. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I haven't looked into the cost or the details on that, but you know, if you like to go out and party, or if you're in situations where social drinking is happening a lot, you know, it might be a good idea to have a portable breathalyzer just to make sure you're safe. But here's a couple of apps that you could look into. The first one's called Reframe, Drink Less and Thrive. The next one's called BAC, Blood Alcohol Calculator. The next one's called OK to Drive. And a very highly rated one is actually called Drinker's Helper. These are apps you can search on an iPhone for sure. I'm sure Android has something similar. All this is from an article in Health Day. I hope you found these health tips useful to keeping you healthy and informed about your health insurance options. I know they all help me because I do the research and I learn a lot. Please call me for a health insurance rescue. I'm Mike Baumstark, owner of the Healthcare Rescue Pilot. Until we meet again, have a healthy day.